Good morning to one and all. This is Santosh Kumar, Assistant Professor from Department of Commerce and Economics, Faculty of Arts and Science by here. Now we are going to discuss about the services marketing, the subject code U20 BCP 378. The topics are introduction, characters of services, classification of services, distinction between goods and services, growth and future of service sector. First, we will discuss about the meaning of or introduction of services. Introduction of services. Every day we interact with various economic activities like getting courier, deliver at the requested addresses, making phone call to friend, relative or client, having coffee at coffee shop, or taking metro to commute office. Such activities are called services because they involve deed or act and offered by one party to another for sale. Services differ from goods in many ways. The way a product is produced, distributed, marketed, and consumed is not the way a service is. Hence, a different marketing approach is necessary for the marketing of services. A definition of services. According to American Marketing Association, services are defined as activities, benefits, or satisfaction which are offered for sale or provided in connection with the sale of goods. And then according to Philip Kotler and Bloom, services is defined as any activity or benefit that one party can offer to another that is essentially intangible and does not result in the ownership of anything. Its production may or may not be tied up physical product. And according to Armstrong, Sanders, and Wong, a service any activity or benefit that one party can offer to another, which is essentially intangible and does not result in the ownership of anything. Its production may or may not be tied into a physical product. We know that services are the intangible product or intangible content or attribute that to provided to the customers for creating their satisfaction. So that is called as services. Services, it is intangible. We cannot see and we cannot touch. We can feel that benefit from the services. Characteristics of services: intangibility. Services are cannot be touched or hold. They are intangible in nature. For example, you can touch your smartphone, but you cannot hold or touch the services of your telecom service provider. So that the services are intangible. Inseparability. In case of services, the production, distribution, and consumption take place simultaneously. These three functions cannot be separated. So that separated from the production, distribution, and consumption, that is inseparability for the services for the purpose of providing the customers, providing the services to the customers for the purpose of creating the retained customers and creating the satisfaction among the customers. So that inseparability. Variability, it is impossible to provide a similar service every time. You will experience some change every time you buy a particular service from a particular service provider. For example, yesterday you had a coffee at CCD. Today you are again at CCD to have a coffee, but you have got a different place to sit today. The person served you coffee is different today. Other people having coffee are also different today. Hence, your experience of having coffee today is different as compared as yesterday. Perishability. You can store goods, but it is not so in the case of services. Services get perished immediately. So after getting the services, it will take some time to fill the customers. But after some period, it may perish by the customers in their perception and in their satisfaction and in their level of thought, so that it can be easily perished by the customers' mind and customers' thoughts. And participation of customers. Customer is a co-producer in production of services. For delivery, customer involvement is an important as is of the service provider. For example, if you went to a parlor for a haircut, how it cannot be possible without your presence and involvement. So without our presence and involvement, we cannot able to cut our hair in the haircut salon. So that participation of customer is very mandatory. No ownership. In the sale of services, a transfer of ownership not take place. It means to say that consumer never own the services. And the next topic, classification or types of services. See, on the basis of some elements, so there are three types of services. one is business services, and another one is social services, and third one is personal services. Under the business services, support daily operation of enterprises. As we know that in business services, it contains and it creates a daily operations of their own enterprises purposes. Social services are voluntarily carried out by enterprises, and personal services, client specific service are provided by the enterprises. These are the types of services, that is three types of services for the service. And classification of service on the basis of various segments. One is classification based on the ultimate user. So under that first point, consumer. Consumer are the backbone of the every organization. Without the consumer or without the customer, we cannot able to run the business, and we cannot produce the product or services to provide the customers. Without the customers, no one can survive the business. And that consumer services which are directly provided to the consumers. Business to business services are provided to business operation. Example, ad agency. So that it provided to the services to the business operations. For example, ad agency, they are providing the services to the business operation to make an awareness among the customers. And next, third, under the classification of based on the ultimate user, industrial services are provided to the industries like repair services, maintenance, etc. And second classification on the basis of on levels of tangibility. High tangible car rentals, services linked to tangible goods, example domestic appliances, a radio, TV, etc. Highly tangible, that means highly intangible, consultancy, legal services. Major service linked with minor tangibles, airlines. So these and all comes under the classification based on levels of tangibility. And next category on the basis of classification based on service operation. People based services. High contact, that means high contact with people, bank or restaurant, education, equipment based low contact, ATM, cinema. And classification based on specialization, professional services, example, medical services, legal services. And non-professional services, example, babysitting. These and all comes under the classification based on specialization. Classification based on profit orientation. So under the classification based on profit orientation comes the banks, hotel and catering services. And next one is based on non-profit church and temples. And seventh, classification on the based on external or internal services. External services, example, AC repairs, computer installation. And internal services are recruitment, internal office cleanliness. The next classification on the basis of customer employee presence. First one is self-service. Only customer presence is required for the self-service. For example, ATM services. Internal personal service, presence of both customer and employee. For example, education institutions. And a remote services, presence of only employees, example, insurance companies. And next topic is differences between the services and product. So before that, we will discuss about the types of services under the three categories. One is business services, social services, personal services, as we discussed in that previous slide. That is business services, services provided by the business enterprises to support their functioning and operations, like banking and warehousing. Social services, services that are voluntarily offered by the business enterprises or individuals. That is type of social services like contributing towards various charity programs organized by NGOs. Personal services, clients specific services that are provided as per the preferences and demands of different consumers. For example, tourism, restaurant, etc. These are all examples for the personal services. And now we are going to discuss about the difference between services and goods. On the basis of certain categories, we will differentiate that services and goods. On the basis of nature, services and activity or process. Example, watching a movie in cinema hall. So that gives the services and that gives the satisfaction through the cinema. And another side, goods that physical object. Example, video cassette of movie. So that is called as physical object in the goods. And type, heterogeneous. So on the basis of type, services are heterogeneous and goods are homogeneous. And intangibility, and the basis of intangibility, Services intangible. Example, doctor treatment. But goods are tangible. Example, medicine. Doctor gives you medicine that is tangible, and doctor gives you treatment that is intangible. We can feel that our illness, whether that is better than the previous time or this time. So that is called as intangible. Inconsistency. So on the basis of inconsistency, services, different customers having different demands. Example, mobile service. Goods, that is different customers getting standardized demands fulfilled. For example, mobile phone. Inseparability, services simultaneously production and consumption. Example, eating ice cream in a restaurant. Goods, separation of production and consumption. Example, purchasing ice cream for a store. So on the basis of inventory, on the services side, cannot be kept in stock. Example, experience of a journey, train journey. We cannot kept in stock, but we can feel the experience of the train journey. On the other side, a goods side can be kept in a stock. Example, train journey ticket. We can kept in a train journey ticket in a certain manner so that it is a physical attribute that is called as goods. But we cannot kept in a service experience of a journey training. That is, it will not kept. It can't be kept in a, as it is a stock of our like a physical attribute. So that is services are not cannot be kept in stock. Example, experience of a train journey. And the basis of involvement, participation of customers at the time of a service delivery. Example, self-service is fast food joint. Involvement at the time of delivery is not possible. Example, manufacturing a vehicle. So these are the differences between services and goods and the basis of various criteria. So our next topic, growth and future of service sector. The services sector is measure to major, that is contributor in the Indian economy. The sector accounts for 60% of the gross domestic product (GDP) and is growing on a steady speed. So that contributor in the Indian economy, towards that, the sector accounts for 60% of the gross domestic product, that is GDP, is very important for every country, so that it is growing on a steady speed. Um, the Indian service industry has emerged as one of the largest and fastest growing sectors on the global platform and fastest growing sectors on the global platform and made sizable contribution towards global output and employment. This sector is growing at faster pace as compared to agriculture and manufacturing sectors. Indian service segment comprises of wide range of activities such as trade, hotels and restaurant, transport including tourist assistant activities as well as activities of travel agencies and tour operators, storage of goods and commodities, communication with the mobile and internet, banking and insurance for the purpose of creating the monetary services or financial services to the customers, real estate for the purpose of creating the accommodation and other purposes for the land to the customers. And business services include accounting, software development, data processing services, business and management consultancy, architectural, engineering, and other technical consultancy. So the accounting, we know that recording and creating the financial statement for the expenses and as well as other activities which is included in the monetary terms in the business organization. So that business services includes the accounting also and as well as software development for the every organization that is also providing the services to the customers and as well as employees to access their business process in simply and speedily. Data processing services, business and management consultancy. So business and management consultancy plays a vital role for every organization to provide the solution for the business entrepreneurs as well as business people. And architectural engineering and other technical consultancy also plays a vital role for every organization to provide the solution and other services to make the people are doing the business well. And advertisement, we know that that is an communication tool with a non-paid. That means non-paid is it is related to the non-governmental, that is NGO companies. But advertisement mostly it seems to be a paid form of non-personal a form of medium or form of content to provide the awareness or to make an awareness among the customers towards our product, about our product advantages called as advertisement. So these and all provides the services to the customers regarding our businesses. Entertainment and multimedia. Entertainment, we know that online games and other physical games through the online and other newly implemented games will affect the customers and other customers like students and other than these students like youngsters and elders. Most the entertainment will comes under the games criteria, and as well as many entertainmental factors and content are given by the internet and as well as through the various medium like with the association of multimedia. Public administration and defense, other services including education, medical and health, legal services. Education give the services to the students by the way of providing the education for the students. So students are the customers, and the education will go to the students in the way of providing the services. Medical and health. Medical and health also comes under the services sector, so that they are providing the solution for illness of all the customers to make the or to get the better health for the all the humans. And legal services providing the legal suggestions and opinions and legal solutions to the various problems of the customers. So these are all mainly that Indian service segment comprises of various range of activities. So the road ahead, the services sector is going to make immense growth in the years to come. Industry bodies see two projects the growth rate of Indian insurance industry in 2013 to 14 at around percentage increase in the FDI limit for from 26 percentage to 49 percentage in the sector is being viewed as a major factor to push the insurance density in India. Furthermore, Indian banking system has majorly undergone a revamp and modernization over the last few years. The new infrastructure adapted by the banking system is mainly comprised of information technology, IT product and services. Recently, on April 1, 2014, the Reserve Bank of India (RBI) announced its decision to award in principle approval of two applicants, IDFC Limited and Bandhan Financial Services Private Limited, to set up banks. Each new banking entity is likely to create up to 5,000 jobs in the next 1 or 2 years. Another measure, a change to major contributor in the service sector is information technology. Information technology enabled services like IT or ITS sector, which is undergoing rapid evaluation and is changing the shape of Indian business standards. This sector includes software development, consultancies, software management, online services, and business process outsourcing, that is BPO. India's IT exports are now around $70 billion with 2.8 million employees working in this sector. The article states that the IT sector is one of the top two industries in the country today. The word caution, though the IT firms that have been the biggest employers of graduate, especially engineering talent, till recently they are sharply reducing their intake on account of automation of lower end processes and move to higher end work. What is required for entering into this sector? Apart from your educational background and job specific skills, you must have the following skills. If you want to enter to this sector, the top 5 skills the employer will look in are first one is business expertise. This is about knowledge of how a business or industry works. So that business expertise will help to give the knowledge of the way business or industry works. Communication. This is covers verbal and written communication and listening skills. We know that communication is in the sense that conveying the message one person to another person is called as communication. So that this is covers verbal and written communication and listening skills to the sectors. And teamwork. You will need to prove that you are a team player, but also have a ability to manage and lead the team. Everyone should possess the knowledge about the teamwork and should possess the talent about the teamwork that will help to manage and lead the team in the sectors. Problem solving. You need to display an ability to take a logical and analytical approach to solving problems and resolving issues. Problem solving capability is very important aspect of every person who are working in the sectors, so that will gives or that will help to solving the problem at the difficult situation in an organization. Ability to work under pressure. This is about keeping calm in a crisis and not becoming too overwhelmed or stressed. In this ability, it will help to clear our pressure to make encourage employee in an organization to work under work pressure. So this is these and all five ways or five skills to the employees will look in your sectors. Thank you.